ever seen those special TV shows or movies? You know the ones that are so wonderfully unintentionally bad and bring you so much joy and captivate you, but for all the wrong reasons.
Well, buckle up, Busters, because we here at B-Watch Rewatch absolutely live for these underdog gems. And now more than ever, it's important to take a break from the hard stuff. Come join your fellow B-Watchers as we escape from the chaos of life in our hilariously unhinged community.
So please, allow us,
Colin
and Cadence, a sibling duo that shares a passion for such cinematic excellence, to take you on a wild ride through all the TV shows and movie plots you never knew you needed to hear.
Hello, everybody. It's Colin.
Hi, it's Cadence.
And we're back at you with okay, so this season, as we've said 1,000 times, we're doing your guys' requests. So we got a lot of different requests. Like we said, we put some into different categories for other seasons. And this season, we're kind of just picking these random, bizarre movies. And today, I've never heard of this movie, didn't know it existed, nothing about it. But it was an adventure.
It was.
It was an adventure. We're doing a movie called Tank Girl, as in a tank and a girl. Not the fish tank, but like a tank.
No, like an
She's
army
not trapped
tank.
in a tank. She's not she's like a fish.
That would be
the whole movie is just her.
Just in one place.
She's just in a tank the whole time.
Hey, I'm trapped in this tank.
Get me out of this tank.
Help.
They call me Tank Girl.
Okay.
Starring Gwen Stefani / not Gwen Stefani.
Lori Petty.
And I've only ever known Lori Petty from Free Willy, in which she did a phenomenal job. Oh, I kind of remember her from League of Your Own.
Yeah, she was the little sister of Gina Davis. She kind of disappeared for a while. Oh, she was in Colin. Oh my God, I just had this memory. Okay, so growing up, we've talked about this a million times. We were destitute. On our birthdays, we got to choose something that we had a budget that you could choose what you wanted to do or whatever.
For our birthdays growing up?
Not let's see. Not like they gave us a number.
Yeah, I don't think we had a budget because I think it was in the woods. Pinata in the woods every year until I was 22.
Pinata in the woods at City of Rocks. Absolutely, yes.
The same pinata glued back together. So yeah, no budget there.
What I mean is when we got a little bit older, this was my 12th birthday. I was kind of becoming a young adult. I was a tween, and Mom was you can pick one thing to do with your friends. And I wanted to go to a movie, and I could only take 2 people with me because it was expensive. I couldn't get any snacks, obviously, but I wanted to see In the Army Now with Pauly Shore.
Oh, gross.
And Lori Petty's in that movie.
Is she really?
Remembered that. Yes. And Andy Dick.
Oh, Andy Dick. Oh, you're so In the Army Now with Laura Petty.
Isn't that so dumb? I don't know why I wanted to see it. I don't know why that was my dream movie to see. But Pauly was all the rage at that time. He really was.
Encino Man? Come on.
Oh, come
Love
on.
it. Pauly Shore. He talks like this. How do you do Pauly Shore? Tubular.
I can't think of what he said, but he would go the Weezer.
Yeah.
And
he had a very... What happened to Pauly? Pauly, if you're listening, we'd love you to be on our podcast.
Okay, let me share 2 things. One, I went to La Jolla, and I was sitting out waiting for brunch, and he walks by. He walked by, and I was I think that's Pauly Shore. And we're yeah, that's Pauly Shore.
It's not Pauly Shore. That's Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore.
Does that look like Pauly Shore? It's Pauly Shore.
But you know what I mean? La Jolla, this tiny little, of all places, La Jolla. So then what was weird is that night I went to, there's this other little town that's borders with La Jolla. And we picked this random Asian restaurant to get food from. And we were standing in the lobby. And freaking Pauly Shore walked in it was a totally different place.
He's stalking you.
And he showed up, and I was
he loved you.
Is Pauly Shore my guardian angel? like, what is happening right now?
I wouldn't recognize, I mean, I wouldn't be able to recognize
Then there was
him.
all that drama. Do you remember about just recently about how he was supposed to be?
Simmons.
Yes, Richard
Simmons. He's playing Richard Simmons?
Well, that's the thing. They were making a movie. He made a short film with someone that was really cute. And then they were going to make a long movie. And Richard Simmons was so, like, he went into hiding, you know, but like he released this statement and his family's like, this is a shame. Nobody asked us. And Pauly Shore like made this big thing about, we love you, da 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 da.
So wait, Richard Simmons' family came out and said, nobody asked for this. You didn't do this. And then Pauly Shore was like, please let us do this. Give us your blessing.
Yes. And so from what I understand, I haven't heard anything about it in a while, but from what I understand, they're still doing the movie, but they were just hoping to get like the blessing of his family before they did it, but it was already like funded and everything.
Richard Simmons, he's an icon. That's going to be some big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill, Pauly. Yeah. But I think if anyone can do it, our Pauly can do it.
If you've seen the short film where he plays Richard Simmons, which was inspired the long one, it's very cute and he genuinely does a great job.
Of course you'd say that because you're obsessed with Pauly Shore. You followed him through dinner and all of La Jolla.
I think Pauly Shore would be great at everything.
Obsessed with Pauly Shore.
I'm like, I just happened to see Pauly Shore because I happened to put a GPS tracker on his shoes, so I know where he is at all times, and I'm obsessed with him.
Anyway, I don't know how we got off such a
I know.
Bring it back.
Really, Lori Petty really got us going.
She really did. Let's get into Tank Girl. So this movie, as we've very clearly stated, stars Lori Petty, and it was made in 1993 or 1995?
Yeah, it's 95.
Okay, it's bizarre. It's a action, like sci-fi movie. Just to give you a quick premise, right? The year is 2033. A comet hit the world, and there hasn't been rain in 11 years. It's very Mad Maxy, and like everybody's out to get water. Like that's the main thing. And we've got an evil corporation called the WP, Water and Power, that straight up looks like the Wario from Mario Kart. Looks exactly like that. And the W is way more prominent than the P, so it's more like water, power. And basically, we're just getting thrown right into who is Tank Girl? What is she doing? Let's find out. Let's do it.
You know, I don't know if you felt this way. I felt like there were barbed wire vibes happening.
Barbed wire meets like cartoonish, bizarre.
Yes, like if barbed wire had a more of a sense of humor.
The tone of this movie was really all over the place. Like what are we doing here? Because some of it didn't make any sense. Some of the way the main character, I believe her name is Rebecca, but we'll just call her Tank Girl. Her character, I'm gonna just say it, was so annoying. I did not enjoy her from the moment.
No.
From the first lines of the movie, I was like,
listen up, because I'm only telling you this once. I'm not bedtime story lady, so pay attention. It's 2033. The world is screwed now. You see, a while ago, this humongous comet came crashing into the earth. Bam! Total devastation. End of the world as we know it. No celebrities, no cable TV, no water. It hasn't rained in 11 years. Now, 20 people got to squeeze inside the same bathtub. So it ain't all bad.
This isn't a bedtime story.
And I'm like, oh, I instantly don't like her. And she definitely, we were talking about it in the intro, she has this like kind of like a baby fun, like what do you call it? Like Manic Pixie Tank Girl voice.
Yeah, all of her, everything's delivered in kind of like a baby, I'm just a girl voice. And I don't understand. I know Lori Petty has a very unique voice as it is. I know that.
But they were like, up the octaves. Up the octave, Laura Petty.
Incredibly accentuated.
That's me, the one in the mask. No, the other one in the mask. Today's my boyfriend's birthday, so I'm out shopping for that perfect gift.
And we instantly meet our main character who's kind of giving exposition. She's the one that's telling you what I just told you. And she's out on the desert looking for something for her boyfriend, a gift, because it's their anniversary.
Yeah, she's
riding a giant bull.
Yes. Looking.
And I'm like, that does not seem like a desert animal. I think, no, don't think a bull is going to do good in the desert. I just don't think.
I mean, you don't know that. Maybe they acclimate, but yeah, what the hell are they eating? That's a giant bull, and it would need a lot of food.
A lot of food and a lot of water. And she is full decked out, like I said, like Mad Max. Just picture like gas masks and mohawks and lots of jewelry everywhere, which I feel would be very difficult in the desert. Like I feel like Sandwich did everywhere. Just not cool.
I agree. There's so much layering and so much color and so much bibs and bobs on everything that I would be like,
how do you
this
dress?
is a lot.
Tank Girl.
This is a lot to keep track of.
There's just so many little bits and bobs to put on every day. You're like, I got to put on my skull belt buckle. I got to put on my little bedazzled skull baby belt buckle. I got to put on my little pins on my cutoff vest jacket.
Gotta find my headband with eyeballs attached.
My favorite headband with eyeballs attached, and my cutoff fingerless gloves, but only for one hand. It's like, come on. The only other thing to take away from her little story time beginning is that there are these things called rippers, who are these demonic mutant creatures that we will meet later, and they are basically kind of going around and destroying various water and power plants in this post-apocalyptic world.
And they're led by Johnny Prophet.
Johnny Prophet doesn't exist anymore. He's mysteriously disappeared, but they were created by Johnny Prophet.
Oh, I see. I think I must have missed
Johnny
that
Prophet, he created them for who knows what. Maybe we'll find out. But he's not around anymore. He mysteriously disappeared. And that's when they started attacking all of the water and power plants. We were just thrown in right there, meeting Tank Girl. She finds a dead body and instantly she gets his water bottle. And I love how she goes to get his water bottle and it has a big metal W on it, just in case you needed to know it was a water. I mean, I'm all about a bottle, but...
And that it was owned by Water and Power.
Oh, the Wario.
Because I think that was also part of it, that they're just like... Every drop of water. I think that the actual percentage they say is like 95% of the world's water is owned by Water and Power.
It's peak 90s grunge punk scene. I love it. Pure 90s punk.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, so she's going to get something for her boyfriend, and that's when she says...
Oh, wait, one last thing. My friends and me, we do not suck up to Water and Power. Yeah, we steal water, but as long as they don't find out, who gives a shit?
Anyway, we meet Tank Girl back at her house. And when we say house, it is a shack in the middle of the desert. But there's a lot of people in this house, and you meet this guy. And Tank Girl, he's going downstairs and he's starting to pump water. And all of a sudden, Tank Girl comes
because
out.
you guys, they're siphoning water from Water and Power. And that is against the law. And so they have their own little water well in the basement. And they're growing trees and vegetables. And so they are breaking the law, you guys.
It's full lighthouse. Like, there are so many.
You mean?
It kind of looks like a grow facility. Yeah, what'd I say? Lighthouse?
Lighthouse.
Oh, no. That's for doing photography.
No, that's a dark room.
Oh, no. What's a light room? What is a light room?
A lighthouse is what brings boats in. A lighthouse.
Well, I said light room.
Is what brings boats.
You're right.
Lighthouse. No, you said lighthouse.
I'm getting confused with all of my...
You just kept trying. Anyway.
So we meet this guy who's going down and siphoning the water, like Cadence said, and he's pumping along, and then out pops Tank Girl. And this is our first, like, real glimpse of her really cool personality, and she's got this kind of Germany type of accent, and she's telling him, like, you are stealing the water.
You've been stealing water.
What gave you that idea?
Take off your clothes. No!
She's got a cool helmet with horns on it.
Oh, she's out to play, and you're like, oh, shit, she must be some kind of mercenary, like, gonna get these guys. Nope. I said earlier, she's a little trickster, you guys. It's her boyfriend.
Yeah, it's just role-playing. She's like, take off your clothes. Now, salute me.
He takes off all his clothes, too. All his
of
clothes.
them.
He's buck naked.
And then right at the moment that you're like, okay, she's going to steal this guy's water, then a little kid comes downstairs and she's like, you guys, they're doing it again. They're being weird.
I mean, that is kind of weird. I mean, come on. There's a time and a place. There's a time and a place.
And there's kids around,
and there's
clearly.
kids around. Because there's a lot of houses. And like I said, they've got a chore wheel. They've got little bips and bobs hanging. I mean, everywhere you look, you've got like little pieces of metal. It's very cluttered, but in a chaotic, organized way. You know they've got a lot of stuff going on there.
Oh, a lot of stuff. And they're trying to give everybody, there's so many people in this house because this is a very chosen family situation where a lot of travelers end up together and they choose to be together as a family. And so I think they're trying to respect everyone's style and aesthetic. So they're like, everybody gets a little corner. Everybody gets a little tchotchke. Everybody gets a little place to shine. And that's why it's really eclectic. They come up from the basement from their role-playing game, and there's a little girl named Sam, and she is carving a beautiful bust. Also, we should say it's very playful. She's got like a cute, like, I'm not your mother, but I'm kind of your friend and protector kind of vibe with the kids.
Sam! I thought you was working on my Doris Day bust. I didn't trade you my specially autographed Doris picture just for whatever this is.
I know, but the wood talks to me. It said Ripper.
How would you know what one looks like? No one's ever seen a Ripper.
So now you're also getting the sense of like everybody knows Rippers exist. No one's ever actually seen the Rippers. They're like mythological, but they're also a very real threat.
So we leave that night after she's just been the mom and the cute one and the funny one and the horny one. They're like, Tank Girl, you're on guard tonight, which I guess she's just guarding the house, I guess. Just to make sure there's no one in the house.
We don't have a sense of how far away she is or where the
What
guard
she's guarding
post
or why.
is
There's been very little.
or anything.
But we get a cutaway to Water and Power, which again is like Wario's office. You guys, water is a scarcity around these parts, right? Not to these bigwigs. They are pouring water like it grew on fucking trees. They have every champagne glass filled with water, talking about water, cheersing water. So you're like, okay, these guys, they know how to party.
They're rich.
Oh, he's giving
rich with water.
Rich with water. And the main guy, just swimming in water. No pun intended. But they kind of are, but not really. And this is where we meet, obviously, the evil guy of the movie. What's his name? His name is...
Kesley.
And Kesley's giving, again, a long speech to all of his head honchos.
Adam was dust until God injected him with life. And do you know what was in that injection? Water. Water is life. Water is power. Well done. You've all done a masterful job. 95% of the desert and all the water it contains now belongs to water and power. I think that deserves a little toast. To Captain DeRouche for securing most of the desert. Captain DeRouche.
And this is where we see that, like, Hesley, I don't know if he totally thinks out his actions, because he's got, like, one of his head honchos, and he's, like, talking him up, and he's like, he conquered all these different lands, and...
We've got 95% of the water now.
Oh, yeah. Except for this one little baby part of land that he didn't conquer. You guys, and then he kills him. Kills the guy.
He's so mad about that little baby strip of land.
The guy is like, that's like his
he was
right
not
hand
happy
man.
with 95%.
Not only does he kill him,
needed that 5%.
He starts smashing up, like, his computer screens and stuff. And I'm like, bud.
Oh, imagine those chalkboards. You know those, like, old school rolly chalkboards or dry erase boards that you can, like, roll in and out of rooms that, like, flip? So, like, that size, but it's the screen, it's all glass.
Like a big
it's not
screen. Yeah.
dry erase. It's a big glass screen.
Breaks right through
and
it.
there's, like, 4 of them in a row, and he breaks every single screen. And you're like, dude, it's post-apocalyptic. Do you have a factory where they're building
that's
those
what I'm saying.
screens?
Those guys worked really hard on those screens because there's not a lot of materials left, buddy. And B, like, I understand that you want to get that 5% of land, but this is not the way to demonstrate that. Not by destruction. You got it. You killed the main guy who already got you 95%. You weren't thinking that one out, bud. You weren't thinking that one out. Trying to make a point to the other bigwigs. He's trying to make a big point, but, like, I bet he went home that night and was like, shit, I think I went overboard. What's the point?
Shit, I am out 4 screens.
Shit, I'm out 4 screens, and, like, that was my top guy, dude. He was, like, the head of all production and marketing. So what am I going to do?
He like passes that job on to Sergeant Small, and it's like, we don't know anything about Sergeant Small. He hasn't acquired 95% of the land. We don't know that.
But there's a point and takeaway from this point, because not only does he kill his head honcho, and is giving this speech about it, he hooks this little device to him, and it's basically a little body water pump. It sucks all the water out of a human body and filtrates it.
Yeah.
And then he takes a little sip, and he's like, oh, look what I got now. More water. Even more. Which I guess is, like, the point, I guess. But earlier he was popping water like it was all over the place. So I guess there is a real need for water if you have to kill it and siphon out of people.
And this little device pops up throughout the rest of the movie. So they have a lot of them, and they use it often.
It's like, imagine those camping things where you have to, like, put the straw in the water and it decontaminizes it.
Yes.
It's one of those, but for human bodies, and it turns their blood into water.
And it kills them immediately. So it looks kind of like a water bottle with, like, a little pipe on the end. But as soon as you stab it into someone, they're dead. Like, it is immediate.
And their little body shrinks.
It shrivels up. And so he's being a badass because after he crushes all the glass screens, he takes his shoes off and he walks around barefoot, just being like, this doesn't even bother me, bro. Like, I'm so tough.
Okay, we get it. You're an alpha dog. Okay. Could you imagine if you were someone in his room all the time? Like, you'd dread going to meetings. You'd be like, who is he going to kill? What computers is he going to smash?
He's so fucking extra all the time.
He's so extra. He's always trying to make these big points. And sometimes I don't think he even knows what points he's trying to make.
He just wants to show off.
Last week he killed Kevin.
We really needed Kevin.
Last week he killed Kevin for making our outfits the wrong way.
He definitely seems rash. But the point is that they are not only at war with the Rippers, they are also at war with the siphoners because they know that there's some people off the grid that are siphoning water that belongs to Water and Power. And he put Sergeant Small in charge of finding all of those people.
And guess what? Next scene, they do find it. But we don't know that yet because we see Tank Girl being pure Tank Girl. She's out on duty and she's drinking beer. She's got bedazzled scissors, you guys. She took the time to just bedazzle those scissors up and she's talking to herself.
I take guard duty very seriously.
She's also got that very like Clockwork Orange eye makeup on. Like I love it. Like one eye is kind of like open real wide,
yes,
you know?
You're right. Her hair is also, I don't know if we should specify this, but her hair is a buzz cut with little long pieces sprinkled throughout.
Did you watch Rugrats?
Oh my God.
She's the doll from Rugrats. That's pure who she is. She's Angelica's doll. Rugrats. I don't know if you've ever, that's exactly what I think of when I think of her hair. This whole movie is doll from Rugrats.
Yes. That is accurate. That is accurate. Okay. I will no longer describe any more of it because that's the visual that you need. So anyway, she is being silly. She's drinking beer and smoking cigarettes. And you're like, oh, she's not taking this guard duty very seriously. So she hears some boots coming up behind her. And she's like, stop right there, big boy.
She thinks it's her boyfriend.
I knew you couldn't resist me. Snip, snip. Don't come any closer. You gotta stay there and watch.
You have to watch. And she starts, I mean, this scene's like 5 minutes long.
20 minutes of her cutting baby holes into her stocking. And she's not even doing it sexually. Like, she's trying to be sexy, but she keeps like, she'll cut and then try to rip it.
Trying
And she's
to
like,
tear him a little bit.
You can tell she's really struggling. So then she just gives up on that whole, she just gives up on the cutting the slacks thing.
She's like, you know what? Never mind. But in the spirit of Kesley breaking all those valuable computer screens, I'm like, who's manufacturing the tights? I would be like, I need my tights to last as long as possible.
I know people feel really reckless with all
I would not want to tear these up, but that's just me. I'm not Tank Girl. So she's cutting up her tights with her bedazzled scissors, and she thinks she's role playing with her boyfriend. But you guys, when she turns around, it's a trooper from Water and Power. Because Water and Power, I guess, is also the government. I guess.
I guess so. I guess they control the whole world. I guess we don't know, but yeah, I would guess that too.
Because they have an army. And
they
so
do have
like,
an army of troopers. They do have an army of troopers, and they've got that water money to screw tanks. Like, yeah, I guess that's what they're doing, and they have really like futuristic spacecraft because, well, not spacecraft, like
aircraft.
Yes, you're right. Because
you're right.
basically what they do is they blow up all of Tank Girl's home except for her. They decide to take her for some reason. And guess what they also do? They shoot her freaking cow, you guys. And again, I get it. You're trying to be intimidating, but hey, there's a lot of meat on that cow. Take it and eat it. There's a lot of, you know how many
suck the water out of that cow.
Dude. You get 10 gallons of cow water. Get that
if you
cow
got
water.
a whole water bottle from Darush that you killed, like you're gonna get a lot of water from that.
Slip and
bowl.
slide. You could just use water like it's never running out from that bowl. It's huge, but they kill it and they don't take it and eat it or anything. And I'm like, you guys, people, they don't know how to exist in post-apocalyptic world. They just don't.
No, come on, you guys.
Everyone's being very frivolous.
Maybe they're like, we don't know how long we're going to be here. Like, there may not be tomorrow. It's so dangerous. They're just like embracing every day as it comes. They're just really present.
I mean, that kind of is Tank Girl's vibe. She kind of just doesn't give a fuck. She's all over the place.
Right. So she tries to fight and she blows up the one trooper that finds her. So she does succeed in that way. But as Colin said, they take her a prisoner. And you're kind of getting the vibe that they are taking her for a reason.
But you're not sure why. But yes, you do get that.
You kind
vibe.
of find out
Maybe?
later because, I mean, yes, it's not entirely clear, but they put her in the car and with all the soldiers. And the only reason I'm talking about this is because even in this, you have to understand, Tank Girl will never not be a jokester.
Trickster to the very end. Trickster to the very end.
That cut looks painful.
I like pain.
What else do you like?
Hot oil. Vacuum attachments.
Yeah?
Yup. Hey, which of you gorgeous guys would like an oil change,
The moment I feel teeth, you feel lead. Well, what are you waiting for?
I'm gonna need a microscope and tweezers. It's like, you're gonna have to stop this. You're really getting me hot.
Even in the worst circumstances. And so she's now been kidnapped by the troopers. They're all talking about having their way with her. She's like, oh, your guys' penises are so small. I need a microscope. They're hitting her. She's like, dude, this is nothing to me. Like, whatever. Do what you're going to do. And so she just has zero fucks.
She doesn't have good. It's kind of like not benefiting her in a cool way because they just kind of keep hitting her. And it's like, Tank Girl, just be quiet. Like, I get that you're trying to be cool, but like, this isn't making you look cool. Like, just stop. They'll stop hitting you if you just stop talking. But she can't do it.
She's just being annoying at that point.
Yeah, at this point, she's just like, Tank Girl, I don't know what you're trying to prove to somebody, but at this point, just be quiet or they're going to keep hitting you.
They weren't going to hit you before.
But they are.
Like, if they were going to hit you from the beginning, then okay. But they weren't hitting you before. They were leaving you alone. It was you talking that made them start punching you, and then you just kept talking.
And bringing up their small microscopic penises.
So they bring her to Kesley. And he's in this very strange kind of biodomey room where there's water and plants.
Plant life again.
You're just like, oh, so people are dying and he's just walking around in rooms where like water is decorative. Okay.
Decorative water.
Kesley.
That's how you know Kesley's made it.
We see how this goes. So he tells her,
Just how many of my men did you kill?
8, sir.
8, the burning 8. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
Look, you want to torture me, spank me, lick me, do it. But if this poetry shit continues, just shoot me now, please.
Want to waste all that talent? I'm offering you the chance of a lifetime, the honor of working for me.
Not interested.
Not yet.
would you like to work for me? And she's like,
No.
absolutely fucking not. Never in a million years.
You killed my cow. You killed my cow.
By the way, you killed my cow. I don't know if your men told you, but you could have got a lot of water from that cow and they wasted that opportunity. So he tells her, okay, you're saying no now. I get that. But I think you'll probably say no later, but I'll check back in with you.
You mean yes? You'll probably say yes later.
Oh, you'll say no later.
I have a feeling you're probably going to continue to say no, but we'll see later. I have a feeling.
But we'll see later.
Put it to work.
The next scene is her digging in the mine. From what I can gather, I rewound this part because I wasn't clear. It's like they're digging, I guess, like places to lay water pipes because I said she's digging in the water pipe mine because I did rewind it. I was like, what are they trying to get? But they're talking about laying these giant pipes.
So water and power's they've got some kind of plan going. You know what? I'm curious to see what Kesley's plan is. I mean, it looks like they're laying pipe for water. It's got to be a good outcome, right?
We'll see what happens. And she is sassy even in the freaking depths of the mines.
Hey, what time is it? I don't want to miss Baywatch.
What time is it? Because I got to get home to watch Baywatch. And they are like, Tank Girl.
Baywatch used to exist. This is 2033, you guys. Baywatch is very old at this point.
Did you also notice, this was something I wrote a note about, the amount of pop culture references she brings up
so
for
many.
It being 2033.
I know.
She would know like Doris Day and Cats and Elvis and...
Yeah, there's a lot of like very 90s specific pop culture moments, but that's Tank Girl, dude. She knows her history, right? Because I guess technically if she said it hadn't rained in 11 years, but she didn't say where the comet hit, but it's 2033. So let's assume that comet hit in 2021, 2022? Because that would have been 11 years. So why would she still be referencing Baywatch and stuff?
Because even at that point, and she's maybe in her 20s, so it's like, that would have been way before her time.
Maybe her 20s.
I mean, but still, even if she's 30, the year 2000, Baywatch was like, pretty much over at that point.
Yeah, it's very time specific. But anyway, she's in the mines. She goes and doesn't get cleaned off. She takes a sand shower, like you said.
that was what I couldn't. What were they spraying on her?
It looks like they're washing her off with flour, but you really don't know. She's covered head to toe in some kind of white substance that's like a powder.
I was hoping that there would be a label on something that I could understand.
That whole
what
scene,
that
I was like, what is the point of this? Does flour get off sand from the water mines? Like, what is going on?
I was like, what? I really thought way too hard about what substance was white and powdery that would clean you.
And it doesn't come off you because she's stuck in that white powder for the next scene because she's still full powdered up.
She grabs like another tube and you're like, oh, she's going to blow off all the white powder with it.
Does not.
But she doesn't.
Just
so
more
she's
white
so
powder.
covered. And I'm like, does it just fall off eventually? Is it baby powder and it's just meant to absorb all the sweat and oils?
Oh,
I don't
it is. It's like when I went to
it.
Burning Man, just baby powder nonstop. That's probably what it is. Okay, so regardless, this is where we meet another main character, right?
Played by Naomi Watts of all people.
I know. So this is where we meet Jet Girl. And Jet Girl is working in the water mining factory, but she's also like a mechanic person-y.
She's a plane mechanic for water and power.
For water and power.
Which
You're
makes
right.
total
Thank
sense.
you. Yes, I forgot. And there is a guy that just will not let her alone. He's just that skeezy guy who just keeps like hitting on her nonstop. So what does freaking Tank
He's
Girl
always
do?
wearing a shiny suit.
Oh, shiny
which is
as
so
suits.
Bizarre,
And I love all the guys, the soldiers, just for a visual, you guys, they have really dark eyeshadow on, just to let you know that they're like, that's like their like signature look, but very dewy skin with dark eyeshadow. Water and power, they want you to look good. Want you to look good.
Yeah, because also Kesley is always like in like a suit, if not a tuxedo-esque kind of thing. So he
runs a
also
tight
very
ship.
much values his personal presentation.
Maybe they were trying to do like a ancient Egypt type thing where they put the eyeliner under the eyes because of the sun and the desert, and they just never explained it to us.
Oh, I like that idea. I like that idea.
Neither here nor there. Jet Girl's being harassed by this total skis. And of course, Tank Girl's like, I'm going to get this girl out of this. She walks up fully bleeding powdered.
Still
Covered head to toe in powder. Can't open her eyes because they accidentally put too much powder. And she's like, are you hitting on my girlfriend? And then she gives her a big O smooch. And the guy's like, sick.
Oh,
Two hot women kissing? That's disgusting.
He's utterly disgusted. He starts wiping off his own mouth like cootie style. Like
I've never seen a guy.
I've never seen anything grosser than that.
So
in his whole
repulsed
life.
by two beautiful women kissing, but she is covered in powder. But anyway, you know that Tank Girl is just she's a goose, right? And Jet Girl's like kind of like thanks, and then she's like, hey, is there a tank I could use around here? That's what happens. She just starts looking for a tank. Because she really does. She's like, hey, I just kissed you and I've got powder all over me. Do you know if there's a tank around here? And she's like, go look. And she's like, okay. So we spend 30 minutes watching Tank Girl search, appropriately so, for a tank.
She looks for a tank, and I would imagine if you are a prisoner, it seems like a situation during the day at the mines when they're digging for the pipes that there's guards everywhere. But at night, the guards are like,
No.
I'm out of here, dudes.
Gone.
Like, you're on your own.
We just leave-
You'll guard yourself.
We leave the women folk to work on the planes, and we're gone. Because Tank Girl for being a prisoner, she does have pretty free range over everything.
She has so much freedom. So she's out just sneaking around, minding her own beeswax, taking her showers like sensually. She's lurking around in the tank. So she climbs in a tank, and the tank has like a password system, and she doesn't obviously know the password. And it's like, okay, well, now we're going to shut the tank and put in the poisonous gas. And so they shut the tank. She gets trapped. But who comes to her rescue but
Jet Girl.
Jet Girl.
Jet Girl's like, you just kissed me and got rid of the skis. I'm going to help you out of this situation.
So yeah, essentially Jet Girl tells her, this is not the time to steal this tank because it doesn't work anyway. Don't get into trouble. Just bide your time. So they part ways. So now Jet Girl is working on her planes, doing her thing.
And Tank Girl is just exploring. And Tank Girl's just
probably
roaming around the headquarters.
somewhere.
Just,
No one's watching her. And the skeezy guy comes up to Jet Girl, and he's so mad.
How's your lover? Huh? Yeah, I wouldn't get too attached. She's not gonna be around much longer. I bet you just can't wait to take this baby for a test run, huh? That's too bad. Because you just lost your flying privileges.
Oh, how's your lover? How's all your powdery kisses with your lover?
Sick.
I know, sick. In order to punish her, he says, you're now no longer allowed to work on jets, and you're no longer allowed to fly jets. So you're grounded. Thank you very much. And so now Naomi Watts, Jet Girl, is so sad about this. She's crying
sobbing her little Jet Girl eyes out in the bathroom. Her beautiful
I guess it's a
Jet Girl
bathroom.
eyes.
I couldn't.
You don't know. It's the whole thing is filmed in a big. It's kind of like Baywatch Nightsy. It's kind of like a big warehouse where it's just different areas, I guess.
Because you never really see a toilet, but it's also like a stall.
And
it was confusing.
We declared it in a shower, so yeah, it was. But then Tank Girl finds her, and she's like, "Hey there, sweet cheeks. Hey,
Miss me?
What are you doing?
Oh, I was just thinking about leaving this place. It's been swell, but swelling's gone down. What do you reckon? We go to New York, see cats.
So basically, Jet Girl is crying, and Tank Girl pops up, giving her all kinds of little laughs, and she's like, "Dude, Tank Girl, I can't get them right." Tank Girl, you gotta chill with whatever you're doing. You got some manic energy, and people here don't like it. So if you just stay quiet, don't take any more powder showers, don't make out with random people without their consent, then they'll just kind of leave you alone. And Tank Girl's like,
that's not my vibe,
that's not my vibe, girl.
I don't leave anyone alone ever, in case you couldn't tell.
She is high energy. But Tank Girl says something that was so sick. She makes like this very classic Tank Girl TG. She goes,
There's nothing to be scared of. You just gotta think about it like the first time you got laid. You just gotta go, Daddy, are you sure this is right?
Ew, so she makes just a crazy incest joke.
but yeah, Tank Girl, you guys, her energy, chaotic to say the least. And that incest joke just didn't land right. You've got freaking Jet Girl crying in the bathroom, girl. Read the room. There's a time and a place.
Read whatever room you're in. Read it.
Read whatever room you're in. I think that's the problem with this movie is like we said, the tone is all over the place because like there's some really serious parts. There's cows that get shot. Tank Girl is like trying to be Harley Quinny, but she's just kind of crackheady. Like, I don't think she knows where she is, and it's not endearing, and it's not really cute, and you're not really rooting for her. But
yeah, I think
she's
that's
a
part of it.
character.
Is like you really want to root for her, but you just can't.
Yeah,
You're
you
like,
can't.
yeah, I would fucking punch her in the face as well, and I wish I wasn't saying that right now.
up until this point, you're like, yeah, do I want Tank Girl to do whatever it is she's gonna do? I'm assuming she's gonna steal a tank and go on a rampage.
I don't want Kesley out here sucking everyone's water up, but at the same time, do I want Tank Girl to?
Anyway, she gets kidnapped, or not kidnapped. She gets hit again and tied up in like a freezing cold room, and that's where Kesley comes back, and he's
in
like,
a straitjacket.
"Oh, they need to. She's very unpredictable at this point, not in a cute way. She's just fucking very unpredictable."
They're like, no more roaming for Tank Girl.
And then Kesley's like,
I'm going to ask you just one more time. Do you want to work for Water and Power?
Oh, yeah, that sounds groovy. I get to wear a cute little outfit like yours.
do you want to work for me again? You see what I'm capable of having a straitjacket and an ice cold freezer. And she's like, no, dude, never. He's like, all right.
Kesley finds out. We cut to an outpost, and it's in the desert, and the Rippers have completely decimated Water and Power's, one of their water outposts, and he is pissed. He's also wearing a beautiful three-piece suit with like a double-breasted, like satin white vest. It's very beautiful. He's like, I'm desperate to track the Rippers. I know exactly who can help us with this job. And so he goes to get Tank Girl, obviously.
He's obsessed with Tank Girl. Tank Girl has
He's
done
so
nothing
obsessed
but
with
been
her.
insane around him, and he still has faith in her. That is very sweet.
And how does he know her skills?
He
Because he
doesn't.
doesn't know her from any. Like, there's no history. He has been tracking her.
Nothing.
But somehow she's the only woman who can do this job.
Because in the beginning,
strange.
she did blow up one trooper. She wasn't responsible, but I think he thinks that she blew up 6, and so she's just this like renegade mercenary.
Oh, maybe because he said you killed 8 of my men. Like somehow she's very skilled instead of that just sort of being an
But
accident.
maybe it was over
situation.
time. Did she kill him at one point? Did she kill him over time? Has he been
Right.
tracking her for
was
a while?
it like, yes, one by one?
Because
He's
obviously
his
he had to
girl
know to go to her
killing?
outpost because they were siphoning water. So maybe he's been on.
That's true.
I wish the movie would have explained this just a little bit more because
I
you
also
really
wish
don't
that.
know how Kesley is so obsessed with Tank Girl. But
And
anyway,
why he's just, giving her chance after chance after chance.
so many chances.
At one point he puts her in a tube, which I just have to mention this because I am so fucking claustrophobic, and the idea of it freaked me out. But he like puts her in a full body straitjacket, and he's like, "I'm going to put you down this 40-foot tube. It gets smaller and smaller the farther you go down, and you're going to be stuck down there." And it sounded like a nightmare,
like something I'd want to do.
And they pull her out of the tank or out of the tube. Sorry, got tank on my mind, and
gotta empty my tank.
She's been trapped down there for who knows how long. She's having visions. She's having acid trips down there.
Oh, bonkers, bananas.
Couldn't get a sense of what the bottom of that pipe was, because was she seeing a movie? Was she just like seeing things because she was losing her mind? I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think she was losing. I think it was like supposed to be like deprivation. Like he's really teaching her a lesson this time.
Oh,
like really teaching her a lesson.
Okay. So she's been pretty traumatized in this pipe for an extended period of time. We don't know how long because no one ever explains anything time-wise. But the point is to say that when he brings her out of the pipe, guys, she's still cracking jokes.
Can't break her spirit. Can't break Tank Girl's spirit.
Because she's been down there with no light, no food, nothing. And he's like, "Will you work for me?" And she's like, "You've got a giant booger in your nose, and maybe you should pick it with your middle finger." And she's just still got so much sass. But anyway, he at that point is like, "Okay, so you're just going to keep saying no. I will physically take you," which I could have just done from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. He's custody.
But I guess I needed you to have free will or something. So he takes her to this outpost that's been destroyed by the Rippers. And he puts a little tracker on her. And he's like, "If you hear an explosion, you've been blown up. Sorry. But if you don't, then you've found the lair and we win. We can find the Rippers." And the Rippers have booby-trapped this lair to the hilt.
Goonies and back.
Imperious the monk.
Imperious. But yes, they have booby-trapped the shit out of this place. We've got paint cans coming on. Oh, no, I'm getting Home Alone. We've got hot doorknobs. We've got ice
wheels that people are slipping on.
We've got Christmas decorations. No.
We've got tar. We've got nails on stairs. Yeah, so they put the tracker on her and send her on her way. At that moment, you guys, the Rippers start attacking everybody, and it gets crazy. There's explosions. There's guns. It's everything. After the battle dies down, Tank Girl remains. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Unscathed.
Yeah, totally. And so she's stealing all the dead guys' guns. She's joking about the dead guys. She's kicking their arms around. People have been detached.
To learn, like, when would Tank Girl be fun to hang around, like, with? Like, I'm just wondering, like, when it's like that awkward person that, like, jokes at a funeral. Like, when there's a time and a place, Tank Girl. Like, calm down. Like, let's get to the bottom of this root of this trauma and why you are like this. Or maybe not.
I do
maybe
think
you're
it
just
is trauma-based.
Yeah, something. Because it's like, girl, just tone it down. Thousands of people are dying, and you're just making jokes and stealing their guns. Which I get it. Gotta do it. I'd do the same, but I'd also know a time and a place, right?
This is a really small thing, but did you... So... After everyone's dead and she's like stealing the dead guy's guns, she finds a cigarette with like a really long cigarette holder.
I love it. Cruella de Vil.
And so that was the vampire episode of Baywatch.
Yes.
And the demon pig from Legend.
They loved those in the 90s, smoking out of a long Cruella de Vil.
Talking about this. But I was like, did one of the soldiers have that?
He was a fancy soldier.
He was a fancy soldier. And his dead body.
Could you imagine? He's all in his gear, just like with his big long cigarette, just like, "Hey guys, I heard Tank Girl's coming here today. I heard Becca's gonna be here too." Just toking away. Who's making cigarettes? I want to know what's the priority of what's going on in this post-apocalyptic world? Like, what takes precedence? Like, is there a cigarette making factory? Because she said that all the animals and plants were dead, but she had a cow, and they're also growing stuff in there. So, like, who's growing tobacco and rolling it?
When she was drinking beer earlier, I was like, where did that come from? Beer? Is that 30-year-old beer? And
they just really throw you right into Tank Girl's world. That's what they do. They just know it. They just want you to feel like she feels insane.
So anyway, as she's getting ready to just kind of go on the run by herself, then someone swoops in. And guess what, you guys? It's Jet Girl. That's her theme song.
Jet Girl, Tank Girl, gonna take on the world.
And Tank Girl's like, "I'm not going back with you. I'm never going back there." And Jet Girl's like, "I've got some good news for you. I'm also not going back there. I will drive the plane.
I stole a freaking jet, Tank Girl. You think I'm just just think I'm out for a joyride? Come on, bud. Again, read the room.
Come on, little lady. Why would I go back there? And so she's like, I stole this jet. I will drive that. But you can drive a tank. And oh
Dun, dun,
my
dun.
God. Tank Girl has never been happier. Hijinks ensue because she's never driven a tank before. And so gotta have some tank training montages.
Gotta have some tank training. All right, so we're at the halfway point, roughly the halfway point of TG. That's what I call it, Tank Girl. And,
TG.
Well, let's recap quickly. So basically, we just met Tank Girl, post-apocalyptic world. Kesley's obsessed with her for some reason. We don't quite know why.
Obsessed with her.
But Kesley's a little bit unhinged, but he's obsessed with Tank Girl. He wants to bring Tank Girl on so that she can like scout out.
He needs her to be a project manager, big time at Water and
project
Power.
manager. Well, he kills this other guy. He just keeps killing everybody.
He's in need of staff at this point. And Jet Girl is like they formed a friendship, so something's brewing there
she freaking
as well.
Kissed her. You call that a friendship? She gave you her baby powder kiss.
She gave her a baby powder kiss. So yeah, anyway, we'll see what's going to happen.
I still have no emotional connection to Tank Girl whatsoever. I still don't know if I'm rooting for her. Her character has not become any more likable.
Yeah, it's like I don't want Water and Power to take over. I don't like Kesley. But at the same time, I'm like, we're at a break-even situation because I also don't care if Tank Girl wins. So if they both died, I'd be like, you know what? All's fair in a post-apocalyptic world.
I would agree because I'm like, I don't like either of these people and I don't know what is happening and why. So before we get back into it, we're doing giving our little shout out. Our little intermission.
I must also say, because this is new for us, we did forget for Lady Hawk. So just to forgive us for that,
it's going to take us a couple
really
runs, you guys.
to get into the rhythm and trying to do this new thing. So just pretend like Lady Hawk had one. But today, we're going to read a comment from one of our coolest followers who's always really sweet and really encouraging on Instagram. His username is Special K Doctor, and he wrote, "No quips or anecdotes from me this time. Just here to say you guys are both always such a joy to listen to you. Thank you for your work." So that was a very sweet and encouraging little message he sent us. So thank you.
Thank you. We just, with all the world going on, we just try to bring a little giggle to people's faces. That's all. We just want to be silly gooses.
Just silly gooses like Steven and his boy toys in Laguna Beach having their little silly goose party.
Silly goose parties, running over each other's cologne, having their little
pillow
shenanigans.
And then also a quick reminder that we have Patreon, and it's $5 a month. You get a new episode every week of exclusive content. We're covering Baywatch Nights, the second season, which is the supernatural paranormal season of Baywatch Nights.
And they're a little bit more condensed episodes. They're not full-length movies, so they're a little bit quicker to digest, which makes it so fun.
And even if you think that you don't have any interest in Baywatch Nights,
you
or
do.
You think, like, I didn't watch Baywatch Nights.
Shut your wet mouth right now, you do.
I promise you do.
Shut your wet mouth. If you're talking to yourself right now, shut your wet mouth in your head. You will.
It is almost perfect season of television. I don't know what else to say about it.
I mean, you've got every type of supernatural / sci-fi because they didn't really know what route they kind of ran out of the
psychological.
Psychological, sci-fi, freaking, and horror, whatever the other one is, paranormal, all wrapped in one. I will not be surprised if they bust out Frankenstein any moment now. I think they're getting real desp.
Desp is 100% accurate. I just watched the episode we're covering today, and I was like, yeah, they're getting desp. But
very desp. Very.
Then the other thing that we're doing is Rewatch Does Reality. So it's our little side quest. We're covering reality TV that we didn't get to see before because we didn't have cable. So go check that out. It's in its own separate feed. Rewatch Does Reality. We're starting with Laguna Beach.
Oh, it's good.
And it has been so fun, and we're loving every second of it. We're getting to relive pop culture moments that we just did not know
it's so nostalgic.
About the first time around.
And we're also watching it for the first time every week. Like, we haven't finished the season or anything. We're watching it each week as it goes along. So I'm just dying to know what happens with LC.
That's exactly what I was going to say that went out of my mind was we are watching Baywatch Nights the same way. It's like we're watching it and covering each episode as it goes, but we haven't seen the whole season. So we don't know how this whole season ends up. So we're just watching it unfold.
Just to give you a little preview, last week we had a vampire story. And it was really good because the vampire invites everybody over to her house, covers her house in mirrors, but nobody realizes she doesn't have a reflection. And
well, Ryan realizes it, but doesn't tell anybody.
But she doesn't tell anybody. Anyway, yeah, check it out. It's so fun. And yeah, and then follow us on Instagram and leave us a comment, review. You'll be the best ever if you leave us a review.
Yeah, if you can leave us a review on Apple or come by Instagram and leave a comment or a request and let us know what you're thinking and if you're having fun and what's your favorite coverage so far.
Yeah, join our little Baywatch community. It's fun. All right, and now back to Tank Girl. Oh, wait, hold on. I hope you guys have had time to empty your tank because we're back. That means go to the bathroom.
I hate that so much.
I hate it so much.
All right, so we are at the outpost that has been completely destroyed by the Rippers.
Except for Tank Girl and Jet Girl. Somehow they only survived.
Yes, they destroyed all the troops, but somehow Tank Girl gets out of this chaos completely unscathed. Jet Girl comes, and they are now on their adventure in the desert.
Stole a tank, stole a jet, going across the desert.
But then when they get into the desert, I don't know, there's like a training montage.
Oh, yeah. Tank, training montage. Tank, 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 tank. I think it's just to lead you to believe that she's now tanking is her thing. I think that's what it's trying to get. Tanking is her thing. She's glued to that tank from now on.
Now tanking is her main job.
Yeah, she has been
all day,
tanking
every
all
day.
over the desert. But I think it just established the bond between Tank Girl and
Tank and her girl. Or girl and her tank, not Tank and her girl.
Sorry about the bunker on the head. I think I need to go practice some more.
Yeah, you didn't have to rough me up so bad, Becky.
No hands!
They're on their journey and they end up finding this like really big warehouse kind of garage thing. And it's full of knickknacks. The amount of knickknacks that exist in this post-apocalyptic world.
Well, what are you going to do in a post-apocalyptic world? Make knickknacks.
All you got to do is collect knickknacks.
Make knickknacks. Duh. What else are you going to do?
So as they're walking through this big garage, there's this wooden bust. And you guys, it's the bust that Sam, the little girl, was carving in the very beginning of the movie when it was at the house with the sculpture wheel.
Yes.
And so Tank Girl is like, where did this come from? And then at that moment, a woman with crazy hair and a gun comes out and she's like, what are you guys doing? I'm going to murder you. And they're like, no, no, no. We're escaped prisoners. Don't worry about it. She's like, in that case, use my garage to fix up your tank and your jet.
You're welcome here
Just
anytime.
Move on in. She also finds out from this woman that Sam, the little girl, was
been
taken as a
taken.
prisoner. And she has been taken to a place called
Liquid
Silver.
Also, Tank Girl never shed a freaking tear when she thought Sam blew up in the house. Remember when the troopers came and blew up the house and blew up everything she's ever known and only took her because that guy wanted her to work for him? She didn't shed a tear. She was quick and witty the whole time. Didn't even think twice about Sam.
Didn't even say, hey, what happened to Sam?
Yeah, didn't even say, oh my
hey,
God,
did you guys
Sam.
get that little girl?
Nope.
Hey, did someone
Never.
kill a little girl in this house?
She
No,
was
not a
too
question.
busy being witty. And so now she realizes that Sam's been kidnapped and it's like, oh, well, I've got to fucking get Sam. You didn't give two shits about Sam this whole time until you realized that Sam still is alive. And then you were like, oh, I guess I care.
So they fix up the tank, and this is when they like trick it out. So it was already working. But now there's an even bigger montage.
More spikes on it. Spikes on the tank, making it more spiky.
Putting a TV in it, putting a sound system in it, putting martinis in it,
It's like
putting
Pimp
a
My
grill
Ride.
on it.
It's
like
so good.
the whole thing.
So we're going to take a break from Tank Girl. I know she's really riveting. But we're just going to go back to Kesley real quick because you guys, we are led to believe as the viewer that he got done blowed up when the Rippers came to the outpost and blew up the water and power, or like water and power.
Yeah.
Because you see his little baby arm fly off and everyone's dead and decimated. Only Tank Girl and Jet Girl live. So you're like, oh, he's dead. But nope. We get a little flashback to him. He's not dead. He's just getting a little spa day under a little tarp.
Yeah, it's a very interesting hospital situation. The conventional doctor is like, there's nothing I can do. Your arm is gone. But then a magic Asian doctor comes in and he's like, oh, if you pay me in thousands of gallons of water. I will give you this cool science that I have.
Because they've got all the technology. He's been hoarding it.
But he does say, I don't think there's a ton of things I can do about your face. I don't know about that, but I can give you this cool metal arm.
I can put you under a yellow tarp and just work it out. It'll just, as it comes.
And just to be really shitty, they kill the conventional doctor with one of those water bottle sucker things.
Gotta stay hydrated.
And just because they're assholes, they tell the Asian doctor they'll pay him in gallons of water. He puts the metal arm on Kesley, and then they kill the Asian doctor too with one of those water bottle suckers. So they cannot be trusted.
I feel like those water bottle suckers you have plenty of time to get away from one of those. Someone has to hit it.
Thought.
They have to do it just right. Turn on the contraption. It takes a minute to boot up. I feel like you would it would be like, you'd have to be on the floor, completely incapacitated to have that kill you. But
because people die immediately when they are hit with those. There's not even a moment.
It's the technology we don't understand. It's apocalyptic technology.
It is.
So
you're right.
We know something's going on with Kesley. And now we're going to go back. We're going to head off to the liquid silver.
You might be asking yourself, what the hell is liquid silver? I don't know that we have a very clear answer for you other than it looks like it is an old mall, like an old shopping center, an old mall. Mm-hmm. And it's also a gentleman's club, and it's also a brothel, but it's also futuristic. So they sneak in because the woman who's running Liquid Silver has Sam working there, and she's getting ready to sell Sam as a sex worker, and Sam is just a child.
A pedophile, yeah. She's just she's maybe 10. So that's a cool little shift that they gave you there. Just selling a child to a pedophile, and he's classic pedophile. And
I want to say it's Iggy Pop.
Oh, it is. It is totally Iggy Pop because I remember reading something about it. He's like the pedophile at the Liquid Silver.
So gross.
Oh, so gross. I mean, Tank Girl and Jet Girl, they're not gonna let that happen, obviously.
There's also that really big
musical.
Yes.
What the fuck was going on with that damn musical? If this movie couldn't get any worse, we get a fucking musical. She goes to save Sam, finds the lady who runs the brothel or Liquid Silver, and she's like full Batwoman. She's embraced post-apocalyptic Bat culture because she was in the wrong movie. She full thought she was auditioning for Batwoman.
She showed up and she's like, "Wait, am I in Batwoman?
Am I in Tank Girl or Batwoman? Because I think I'm in Batwoman."
Tank Girl. There she is. And the little girl. Get them. Guards, hurry! Kill her. Kill them both.
That's a good idea. Now, everybody drop your guns. Or I scrape off all her makeup. This might take me a really long time. Sam, is this the lady who put you in the room with that scumbag? Yeah. A 10-year-old girl.
She has to learn sometime.
And they're so mad that Sam was kidnapped or whatever, and you think they're going to just beat the shit out of her, set her on fire.
Right, because it's also in a showroom. This is all going down in
it's
a
QVC.
showroom.
It's like a QVC showroom. It's full QVC. And so you're like, oh yeah, give it to him. She's running this awful Liquid Silver pedophile ring. It's disgusting. Give it to her. And they're like,
look, you got two choices. Either I improve that lovely hairdo, or you sing for us.
You guys, they make her sing a song.
When the little bluebird, who has never said a word, starts to sing, spring, spring.
They make her start singing, and then everyone in the room starts
Joins
singing.
in.
And then the girls who work there start singing. They do a whole dance production.
It is so weird. It's full
It's
showgirls
like a
dance
4
production.
minute.
8 minutes for sure.
But because they're doing this whole musical interlude, freaking troopers show up and steal Sam. So it's your whole goal was to get
save
Sam.
Sam. But you did
so much time.
You spent so much time singing and doing this choreographed thing. Sam gets snatched right up, guys. It's not even a challenge. And I mean, I'm not being hypercritical of the actress or the actor, sorry, but I'm being hypercritical of the choice that she made to really sing with all her might and didn't have any voice lessons. And they still let her have a 4.5 minute power ballad song.
They're like, take it away, Tank Girl. It's all you.
They really did. You got free range. You've got total artistic control over this rendition of like an old show tune or something.
Yes, it's a Cole Porter. Birds do it, bees do it, even
Yeah.
rain it, please do it. Yeah.
Anyway, they make her sing. They have this bizarre musical number, and Sam gets kidnapped. And then
Bummer.
we're gonna leave Liquid Silver behind. I think we're gonna move on from Liquid.
Do I wish there were a whole movie set in Liquid Silver? Absolutely.
I want to know what happened to Batwoman.
The only thing we have is that little brief musical interlude, and then we move on because Tank Girl and Jet Girl now have to go. They're like, shit, we knew where Sam was. We could have just grabbed her, but we got so
We literally
sidetracked
just saved her.
that now we're going to have to go find her again. So they go back out into the desert. It's Tank Girl's idea to find the Rippers. She's like, this is the only option we have. We don't have an army. We don't have any help. And as she's talking, she disappears. And Jet Girl's like, what is happening? Where did you go? And then all of a sudden, she also gets sucked down into the desert. And you guys, they pop up underground, and they're with
The Rippers.
the Rippers.
They conveniently found the Rippers. Very easy, very quick. They didn't have to find the Rippers. Ramper found them. So I guess the Rippers just hunt people too.
Yeah, so they had the idea, and then they're like, oh,
Manifest.
perfect timing.
The secret. The
Yes,
secret
the
manifest.
secret. It
Yep.
came back to them.
Came back to them.
The hell? Go to hell.
When I tell you that the Rippers...
Okay, well, I just want to, before you say anything, when the outpost got destroyed by the Rippers earlier, the W and P, like, you didn't actually see them. They were kind of in these, like, what would you call it?
They do have a lot of shadow play.
Lots of shadow
you
play.
See there's shadow on the walls, and you're like, I know it's not human, but I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, and you hear noises, but you're thinking, like, okay, the Rippers, she said they were demonic people. We've still never seen them, so we're about to get introduced to the Rippers in the underground cave.
I don't know how to adequately describe the horror that the Rippers are, because we learn that the Rippers are half kangaroo and half human men.
Reincarnated human men.
Correct. To make it even weirder, one of them is a dog, but he's in the body of a half man, half kangaroo, but the mind of a dog.
Yes.
His name is Booga.
Booga.
It's Booga.
I know it was something dumb. You guys, it's really weird.
It's all
You would have
practical effects,
never
yes.
guessed that they were kangaroos at all. They just
No,
look like,
I thought they were kind of like dogs,
Like,
animal
yeah,
things
like-
at first.
like jackrabbit dog things, because you just would never know. I don't think the producer knew what a kangaroo looked like.
They all have very specific kangaroo shoes, though, because they have like that
They do.
split for their toes. They
It's
have
like the Teenage
size
Mutant
they
Ninja Turtles
need.
when they wear the socks with the sandals. But you guys, if it couldn't get any better that they're meeting the Rippers, one of the Rippers is fucking Ice-T. And
Yep.
he is like, okay, so basically Jet Girl and Tank Girl are like, we need your help. They're like, why the fuck should we help you? We're the fucking Rippers. We don't mess around with that shit.
Right, because they think that perhaps Jet Girl and Tank Girl are spies for water and power. Because
Look at
they
them,
have
no
it
way.
all over their clothes. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
they're not thinking like they were prisoners and that's why it's all over them. So they're doubting them. They're like, I'm not sure if we can trust you.
Okay. We're gonna give you chicks a chance to prove yourself. Call it an initiation. You fail, you die.
Yeah, but first, you gotta strip.
That's not in the plan.
Why not?
So they're like, if you can figure out what they're doing, what their shipment is, and where it's supposed to go, then maybe you can join our team. There's no women in the Rippers.
No, kangaroo men.
So the fact that these two women are there, it's like these horned up Rippers are
Yeah.
very creepy.
The Rippers shocked me. I just was not expecting that. Just not expecting them to look like that. The
No,
Rippers. You've got the name Ripper. You're like ripping things apart. You're not a half kangaroo doll thing.
I don't know if we said this earlier. The whole point was Johnny Prophet used the DNA to splice the kangaroo and the human DNA together in order to make the perfect soldier.
not the best animal, bud.
How this was
There's a lot of
part
other
of
animals.
a bigger plan to create a super soldier.
There's a lot of other animals you could use. Sharks, number one. I get it. You'd have to have a lot of water, which you do not have. So never mind. Scratch that. No sharks.
Okay, bad idea.
Gorillas.
Lots of other animals, though. Gorilla would be great.
Right,
Silverback
gorillas.
gorilla? Jeez
Oh,
Louise.
nuts. Or like a rhino or
Oh,
a
yeah.
bear. Could you imagine? Bear?
Yeah.
Like, that's a soldier. Why pick a kangaroo?
There you go. 3 better animals right off the top of our heads, dudes. 3 better animals right
animals.
off the dome.
Boom. Fucking fire, dude. 3 animals. Those are superhuman animals. Those are the ultimate soldiers, dude. Fire.
If you would like to hire us for all of your ideas for DNA splicing, we're available. Johnny Prophet, the Rippers are telling them that Johnny Prophet is not there anymore. He has gone to New Zealand, and he's trying to create science that will turn seawater into drinkable water. So nobody knows where Johnny Prophet has been. He was also told by the government, or Water and Power, I don't know who's running the show, but after he created the Rippers, they were like, you have to kill them because they're freaks and the war is over now and we don't need them anymore. But he just couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
So that's why they all went underground. So they're just waiting for their Johnny Prophet to come back.
You're giving us a lot of Ripper lore. Diving real deep into the Ripper culture. And we just don't need to know any of that. It's not relevant to the story. Doesn't facilitate the story at all. But you're really into it.
You're right. I am telling you that because I thought it was going to come back somehow.
Nope.
Because she mentions Johnny Prophet in the beginning, and then they bring up Johnny Prophet again, and I'm like, okay, so Johnny Prophet's going to swoop in later. But he doesn't.
I was thinking the same thing. He never comes back. The whole point of
he
that
does,
sub
but just
thing.
not in the way that you think.
Well, yeah, that's true. You're right. Okay, so anyway, they eventually the Rippers are going to help them, and so they all go on this like Mad Max journey to go.
Well, first they make them spy. They do have to prove themselves. Like they give the girls a job. Their job is to go in and intercept a shipment. And so when they do that and bring all the weapons back to the Rippers.
That's very true. When they go get that shipment, it's pure, because Tank Girl's so silly. She's like cooking hot dogs when she's taking over this thing.
Oh, she's driving her tank, having a cookout, drinking beer,
because you
having
guys
a martini, watching a movie.
Get it? Like, that's not something you would normally see, like in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like not something a normal girl would do.
But she's a cool girl. Because she's a tank girl.
Yeah, just wanted to bring that out there.
And it's not like a brief cut to her cooking a hot dog. It is a very long,
30
extended scene of her doing
it's pennies
shit
from
in
heaven
her tank.
status. They've cooked the hot dogs. They've gotten them out with the tongs. They found their tongs. Put them in each other's mouths. Like, it's a big...
She breaks out a bow and arrow at one point. She's an archer.
And the whole time I'm like, Tank Girl, you are so annoying. This is the worst. Just intercept the shipment. Let's get on with it. But she's cool, girl.
She's got to make a big show of it. We also learn when she gets accepted into the Rippers that they don't use guns, you guys, because Johnny Prophet taught them to fight without the corruption of guns. So they're super soldier kangaroo men who don't use weapons.
I'm pretty sure they blew the fuck out of that outpost, the Water and Power outpost earlier. Pretty sure they blew up freaking Kesley and destroyed everybody.
Explosive devices.
I'm pretty sure that's a weapon. I'm pretty sure that's a weapon.
They're like, we draw the lines at guns. We will blow the shit out of people, but not guns.
The Rippers fully accept them into their culture. They go to an awesome Ripper hip-hop battle.
Oh, they have a dance party?
It's like a Ripper rap hip-hop party. And like, so the Rippers have fully integrated Tank Girl and Jet Girl into their culture and ways.
There's a Ripper who is a poet and a saxophone player named DT. And they all have earrings and one of them has dreadlocks. Like, these are stylish Rippers. I don't know if we have emphasized that enough.
Yeah.
Some of them are wearing suits.
Yeah, you get Rippers of all different areas, backgrounds.
Yes.
They're just a very diverse group of Rippers.
Incredibly diverse, yes. They're not at all what you would have imagined when you heard that they were demon spawn in the very beginning of the movie.
No, misunderstood for sure. So basically, they're all going to work together, and now their main goal is to get to Keithley's office because that's where Sam has been taken. So the whole movie has built up to this moment, I guess.
This last little while is a big, big, big battle because it was kind of confusing, but I'm guessing the general idea is that they are fighting for the main outpost that controls all of the water, and they're trying to gain control over it from Water and Power. But it's so long and convoluted that it's a little unclear. Kesley has Sam, and he is obsessed with putting people in tubes
Oh,
because now
The
Sam is
scariest
in a tube.
She's in a tube. It's filling with water very, very, very slowly.
Very slowly to drown. That's how much water he has, you guys, just in case you didn't
can kill
catch it.
people with
It's
water.
decorative.
The
He
irony.
can waste it. He can drown people in it. He's got so much
And at this
water.
point, you still haven't seen Kesley's face because they're really giving this build up. He's slowly becoming kind of Dr. Octopus. He's got this weird clenchy
He's got the
thing.
metal arm.
But the whole time he's putting Sam in this tube, you never see his face, right?
No. You don't get that reveal until later because they tell him when he first gets in the hospital, like, your face is not salvageable. I said that, but I'm just emphasizing it. So you're like, oh, whatever's under there, it's going to be really grotesque.
So there's basically a big throwdown, a big fight. And we do have an eventual showdown between Tank Girl and Kesley. And this is when his face does get revealed. He turns around and it's just his face, you guys. There's a little something that we find out, but it's just his face. Like, as the audience member, we're like, okay, come on.
So you're like, wait a second. You said his face was not salvageable, even
Where'd
with
you
the
get his
magic
face?
doctor.
Yeah.
So
Where'd the
what's
technology
going on
come
here?
from? You guys, it's a hologram. Bet you didn't see that one coming, huh? Bet you didn't see that one coming.
He's fighting Tank Girl because they get into the base. Everybody's doing different stuff. You've got the Rippers off with Jet Girl doing their own side of the plan. You've got Tank Girl fighting Kesley. And they are boxing, and she's hitting him, and he's acting as though it hurts. And then he reveals that it's a hologram, and he's like, so here's the joke. I can hurt you, but you can't hurt me.
Oh, mic drop.
And I'm like, so you've just gone above and beyond to act like it hurts?
How would he have choreographed that, like, where the punch landed?
Yeah.
If I was Tank Girl, I'd be like, I didn't feel any contact with any face.
Yeah, what is she hitting?
But she's just so hyped up, dude. She doesn't even know at this point.
Hyped. She's acting like Muhammad Ali.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like,
She doesn't even know where she is.
Run like a butterfly, sting like a bee, doing her whole thing.
She ends up getting him, right? Destroying Kesley. But, then she goes into this, hour-long montage. Keep in mind, Sam is in the back tube. Still, the water's rising. It's covering her mouth. Fucking Tank Girl is going on and on. 10-minute monologue. And I'm like, dude, you're going to lose Sam for a third time. You're going to kill her this time.
Yes.
But the reason I'm bringing that up is because she basically tells Kesley, I'd rather Sam be dead than be a slave for you or something like that. And I'm like, I don't think you get to make that choice, Tank Girl. I think Sam gets to make that choice.
Same as the Hawk. Same as the Lady Hawk situation where Navarre is just like, dude, kill the Hawk if I'm not around. Just kill her.
If I don't come back, kill the Hawk for sure. Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. Kill her. No.
That's what the Hawk would want.
That's what the Hawk
telling
would want.
you.
Trust me.
I promise. So at this point, she somehow there's a bucket of water that's just hanging. Okay,
It's Kesley's office, dude. We've already established he's swimming in water. No pun intended.
They have so much water. There's just buckets
everywhere.
hanging.
Yes.
And it's yes, I get what you're saying, nonchalant. So the bucket of water is actually what ends up destroying Kesley because when it hits him, because he's got a hologram face, he electrocutes and she uses the water bottle sucker on him.
Ooh.
And so the irony that he is now a water bottle sucker victim is very, very rich. So as she turns around with Sam to run out, a bunch of soldiers come running in with guns. And she's like, oh no, we're going to die. But then Booga comes running in.
Oh,
and
Booga.
he's like,
Booga booga.
don't worry. I took all the bullets out of their guns. And we now are in control of the entire facility. You're welcome.
Party town. Then we get another cartoon montage thing for a long time where I guess we assume that they are going to be good and
Colin, that
establish
is
water and give water to people, or
my biggest beef with this whole movie, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of little beefs.
A lot of little
tiny
beefs.
little beefs. But the biggest one is that they don't show an ending. They show a cartoon. They show a comic strip. So you are like,
you don't know what's going on, you guys.
what the fuck happened?
Oh wait, we do know that she makes out with a Ripper though.
Oh,
Tank
she
Girl goes
freaking
full
starts
tongue
kissing
on a Ripper.
Booga. With that
he's
one
half
Ripper
dog.
that was dog.
He's half dog, half kangaroo. And he's doing this iced tea, dude. He was wearing a suit. Come on. He didn't want tea and crumpets. Like she does. Not only are you going for already a half human, half animal, you're going for the half animal, half animal. Well, I guess humans are animals, but you know what I mean.
Like a third.
Just, but she's making out with him. So
human DNA. Yeah, it was
we
so
assume that
creepy.
they're living happily ever after, like the Rippers and Tank Girl, and they're just living in the desert.
Yeah,
controlling the
guess
water.
they
I guess.
released the water to everyone. It was very unclear. And I even rewound it because I was like, okay, maybe I missed something. And then I fast forwarded through the like the cartoon thing, and I was like, maybe it's after this. But no, there's
Nope.
no live action explanation.
It just literally
of
ends with a
anything that
cartoon
happens
comic
after
book.
that.
Yeah. So I think it just leaves a lot to the imagination, but almost too much. Because I kind of want to know what Tank Girl does with the water because she's so unhinged that I don't know if she's going to create this like water world situation. I could see that happening.
Oh, it could
I could
go
see her-
very
you know
much
what?
the other way.
I could see her wasting all the water on like a slip and slide or something. Like she's
Oh, you're totally right.
yeah. And
She'd be like, world's biggest pool party.
yeah, she would. And only for one night and then she would drain it. Like she's unhinged, dude. That's what for sure.
You cannot. You need a tank girl to get in the facility. Someone like a tank girl is necessary for the plan. After that, though, tank girl has to step
Tank Girl
aside,
has to
and you
go.
need someone with a
Tank Girl's
little
gotta go to
more
therapy.
consistency.
Tank Girl's gotta go to
Tank girl
therapy.
needs therapy.
She's got to go get some more nicks and knacks to make another chore wheel because she is. Yeah,
You
she's
can't
she's
trust
only
her with
there.
the big picture.
She's only there to get you into the facility by blowing it up. You know, I totally agree. After that, new number who dis?
New number who dis?
Anyway, that was Tank Girl. The movie was awful, but it was kind of amusing and it was entertaining, I guess, at least to some extent.
Oh, it never stopped being. I mean, you never truly knew what was coming next, and those
did.
rippers topped any expectation I had of what the rippers were going to be. So
it went full it was scary, demonic people to like Disney Channel, weird, uncanny valley, half kangaroo men thing.
Yes, there's one shot during the end battle where one of the rippers jumps like 60 feet in the air.
Oh, and you can see the rope?
Battle.
You can see the rope on the actor's back. Yes, in his little dog costume. Yeah, it's not even a rope. It's a full bungee, you guys. They forgot to cartoon
They're like,
that
so
out of
much
the movie.
action is happening. No one will know.
Did you notice it though?
No, but that is so funny. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
You can see it's full bungee on his back.
That is so funny.
Didn't cartoon this one out, guys. Didn't
They
comic book this
also
one
have
out.
giant tails, and I'm like, that seems like one of the least efficient things if you're creating a super soldier.
Yeah.
Like, breed it to be a super kangaroo, half human, half man, but with no tail on it. Because
Yeah,
that
you're getting
just
all
feels...
the worst traits of both the areas.
Yes. Yes.
It's like you're getting the bottom half of man and the top half of yeah, it's just all the wrong parts.
It did not. Yeah, the whole thing was confusing. But yes, it was incredibly bonkers. And so in that way, it was interesting to watch because visually there was a lot going on. Storyline wise, there was a lot going on. You never really catch up with Naomi Watts, aka Jet Girl, again either. Like once she gets them in the facility, she shoots. I lied. You don't see what happens at the very end. But in the process of the takeover, she does shoot the sleazy guy that's been bothering her the whole time.
Of course she does. Of course
she does. And he goes, oh, fuck me. And she goes, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't want to. And she shoots him. And so she gets her last revenge. But then after that, she's out of the picture.
Yeah, she leaves.
You never see her again.
She's probably hooking up with Ice-T's Ripper character.
For sure.
You think Tank Girl was the first to start that? No. You know Jet Girl was all over that
And then Tank Girl and Jet Girl and the Rippers all start a new breed of human that are like part Ripper, part human, and they take over the
could you
world.
imagine a Ripper that's half freaking Tank Girl and half kangaroo? Be the most annoying, unhinged, scary fucking creature. I would die. It's all like patchy haired and just yelling at you, and it just would be awful.
That would be really, 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 really bad. There's at one point, because all these special effects are practical, and at one point, one of the Rippers makes a special listening device for one of the girls, and it's tiny because it's like an earpiece, and he has to pick it up with his giant practical hands, and he can't get it. He keeps trying to pick it up, and he just cannot pinch that thing to save his little kangaroo life. They also live, part of their underground lair, just as a side note, is like a old bowling alley.
You wish you were a Ripper.
So there are hundreds of bowling balls around, just hundreds of bowling balls rolling around on the floor.
You want to have a whole movie about Rippers. You're loving it. So they've been waiting since the year 2022 for their prophet, Johnny Prophet, to come back and save them from the underground.
That's what we forgot to say is that he does come back, but in a coffin.
Yeah.
Because when they get the shipment, they open it up and Johnny Prophet's dead body's in there, and they get so mad they start howling. And I didn't know that kangaroos howled.
They don't.
But they howled in grief. So Johnny Prophet's dead.
They were like, Desert Moon, just make them wolves, just do whatever.
No one knows. At this point, the Rippers could do whatever because they're a new breed, so they can do things we didn't even dream of.
Yeah.
Well, so anyway, that was Tank
enjoyed
Girl. So you can find that movie as of right now on Tubi if you want to watch it. And I suggest that you try. All right, we'll see you next week. Bye.
I was seeing when you made those like home video movie things, we have somewhere we're in Denton, Texas, and you and I made so many soap operas, and we also made so many news where you just kind of bossed me around, but I was just kind of a monster anyway. So I was very hyper. I had a lot of energy back then. And you were just like so business. You were like, we're reporting the news for this fake news channel that no one's going to watch. Get on it. And I'd be like, okay.
You were always, like the equivalent of, you know how they have reporters that go on the scene and they cover kind of like the crazy stuff?
On the scene.
You were a reporter on the
ground,
scene.
Always.
I was the anchor everyone relies on to stay focused at the desk and to bring you the news that's
anchor
hard.
That was the hurricanes. I was the frantic sports matches. Always the wild animals.
Water skiing cats.
That was me for sure.
Such Fifth Element hair right now.
No.
The way it was like in front of just in that moment because it was like
I told Alex
it was like
one time
that, like right in front of your face.
No, I can make it really Fifth Element,
like
but I
that.
told Alex one time that I was like I did it and I was like I can't part it too far on the side or I look pure like I know that music. Let's change the bite. That's exactly how I look. I told him that exact same thing. And like, cause he was like, well, why don't you like gel the side down and then just do this long thing? And I was like, no, I look pure Fifth Element. Talking to Mr. Zorg.
We both thought about that.
That's one of my favorite lines from any movie. I know this music. Let's change the bite. Do you remember that part? When he's putting up the time bomb.